friends, today we are going to continue the chapter 1 of physics, that is measurement. So first we have to understand what is length. Length is defined as the separation or distance between 2 points in space. So let's take an example of a line segment. This is the line segment. So the distance between the point A and B is 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeter is the length of this line segment. Then it is articles needed to measure length. First is measuring tape, flexible measuring tape, then ruler. Measuring tape. It is used by masons and engineers. Masons are those people who are involved in the work of cutting and breaking bricks and stones which are used for making a building. And engineers are those who are involved in the work of making a building and are also involved in the work of machines. A measuring tape is nothing but this. This is called a measuring tape. It is used by masons and engineers. Then it is flexible measuring tape. The flexible measuring tape is used by tailors. If you go to a tailor's shop, there you can see that if you say to him to stitch a cloth, he will first take measurements using a flexible measuring tape. These measuring tape and flexible measuring tape is same, but the difference is flexible measuring tape is flexible, which can be used to take measurements of a body by the tailor. Then it is ruler. It is used by students commonly for geometry. Now everybody knows that this is a small scale of 15 centimeters and this is a big scale of 30 centimeters. Then this ruler is used for geometry also. Every student knows this. For making line segments, angles, rulers are very important. Then it is to measure small distances, length. Centimeters and millimeters are used to measure small distances or lengths. Centimeters and millimeters are used. So first is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Now over here the distance between 0 and 1 is the millimeters. The small lines are over here. The distance between 0 and 1, there are small lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, these are the small lines. These are 10 in number. So that's why 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Then it is 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So I will show you 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So this is 100 centimeters. 1 meter, 100 centimeter. This is 1 meter. Then it is 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. Now commonly you have seen that on the bottom side of a scale, here there is written there are small lines and it is written 1, 2, 3, 4 and it's written so on. So these are called inches. In a small scale there are 6 inches of 15 centimeter. In a small scale of 15 centimeter there are only 6 inches. But in a big scale of 30 centimeters there are around 12 inches. And so 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. 2.54 centimeters and then 1 foot is equal to 12 inch. Now over here in the big scales you can see. In the small scales 15 centimeter there is half foot because there are 6 inches. So half foot is equal to 6 inches and 1 full foot is equal to 12 inches. In a big scale of 30 centimeter, it is given there are 12 inches. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Then it is to measure long distances, length, kilometer is used. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters and 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeters. Now how 1 kilometer is equal to 1 lakh centimeters? It is because first, what is the value of 1 kilometer is equal to meters? 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1000 meters. So first write 1000. Then 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1000 into 100 is 1 lakh centimeter as the answer. Then rules to have correct measurement of length by scale. Now the rules to have correct measurement by scale. Then first is proper placement of a scale. Second, when the zero mark of the scale is damaged. Third, proper position of the eye while reading a scale. Now let's study these further. Proper placement of a scale. So it is over here. The proper placement of a scale. The scale should be placed along the length to be measured and the scale should be close to the object. So let me explain you with the help of a small example. So this is a notebook. I have to measure the length of this. The length of this notebook. So first rule of proper placement of a scale. The scale should always be placed along the length to be measured. So along the length to be measured. I have kept it. And it should be close to the object. So I have kept it close also. And it is showing 19 centimeters. So 19 centimeters is the length of this notebook. So with this, we have completed proper placement of a scale. Then when the zero mark of the scale is damaged. Now if the zero mark of the scale is damaged, many of the times the zero mark of the scale is damaged. It's broken or it's broken or it's vanished a little. This zero is vanished and it's damaged. In short words, the zero mark of the scale is damaged. At that time, to measure a line segment, let's take an example of line segment. We do not start from 0. We do not start from 0. In such a case, we should use any other full mark. Then that number should be subtracted from the final value. So let's understand this with a small example. So this is a line segment. Now over here, if the zero mark of the scale is damaged. Now suppose, just imagine that zero mark of this scale is damaged and I am starting from 1. So now you can see that it is showing 11 centimeters. So it's showing 11 centimeters. So now it is saying in such a case we should use any other full mark and then that number should be subtracted from the final value. Means 11 should be subtracted with 1. 11 minus 1 is 10 centimeters. Let me again explain this. So if the zero mark of the scale is damaged, start from 1. I am getting 11 over here. So just simply subtract 11 and 1. We will get 10 centimeter as the answer. Same is the case with other line segments also. So now proper position of eye while reading a scale. The eye should be always placed vertically above the mark being read to avoid wrong position of eye. Now again a small example. Now if I see this, if I am seeing this measurement by diagonally. I am seeing this diagonally, my left side or right side, not vertically, then I will get wrong measurement. As if I see from here, I will get 11 as the answer. But if I see from here, it is showing 10.5 now. But the correct will be when you see it vertically. When you see it vertically. When we will see it vertically, we will get that it is 10 centimeters. So the eye should be placed vertically to avoid parallax error. Now we will study about parallax error too. The error introduced due to the wrong position of eye is called parallax error. So the error introduced due to the wrong position of eye is called parallax error. Now as I have earlier also told that if I see from here or from here, I will see that it is showing wrong answers, 11 centimeters and 10.5 centimeters. That is wrong. But how to see over here? The error introduced due to the wrong position. Error means mistake. If we have incurred a mistake over here, if we see diagonally, then we will get wrong. This is a wrong positioning of the eye. But if we see it vertically, it is the correct position. So, this is known as parallax error. So, hope you all like this video. Please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.